Welcome to Maritime Foam. Today I want to talk not Nerf, but Adventure Force. I have the Adventure Force TetraShot. I'm going to take a look at it, fire it, let you know what my impressions are, and we'll go from there. Adventure Force is really cool. When I started out doing, I'm going to put this down, it's so big. When I started out looking at Nerf stuff, I only wanted to collect Nerf. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a purist of the hobby, and I'm only interested in Nerf. And then as you get deeper into things and start reviewing things, and you read about things like the Spectrum and the Villainator, and you see all the reviews and how well they perform, you realize Adventure Force is really creating some amazing blasters, and I would have been hugely missing out to not be checking them out. So I probably will be talking sometime soon about the Spectrum and the Villainator and kind of comparing them to their Nerf counterparts. Adventure Force also falls into a really neat category or interesting category where if I'm doing a party or an event for smaller kids, it's generally all Nerf stuff. Part of that is because the Nerf par for speed is that 70 FPS and below in a lot of cases. So it's a lot safer for smaller kids. And then if I'm doing a party for, a little bit older kids or teenagers, I've been using a lot of Rival because it hits that 100 FPS. Adventure Force is cool because things like the Spectrum, the Villainator, we'll see how the TetraShot does. They're getting a lot closer to that 100 FPS that Rival has. So they are, they're just as fun to throw into the mix with the bigger kids and adults too. So that makes it really compelling when you're trying to gear up for a battle with older kids to go Adventure Force in a lot of cases with some of those main blasters because the ammo is so much less expensive, and in parties you're losing things and destroying ammo, etc. You can get 200 Adventure Force waffles, which are one of the most accurate darts, for $15 Canadian, whereas Rival balls, when you can find them, you're looking at $12.50, $13 for 25 of them. The cheapest way that I have ever purchased Nerf Rival ammo was to buy entire Prometheus blasters on sale for $100 that came with 200 rounds. That's why I have 3 Prometheus blasters. Anyway, let's make this more about the TetraShot and open it up. So, I was excited about the TetraShot because it is my first belt-fed blaster. You load up all the rounds, they feed through this belt. It holds 100 and comes with 100. So that's a lot of ammo and a lot to get you going. There was a little bit of disappointment with the TetraShot at first because people really thought seeing these four spots here that when it fired, it would fire all 4 at once, making it kind of a belt-fed shotgun, which would have been amazing. Adventure Force, please do that. But it's still a very high-capacity, pump-action, belt-fed blaster, and if it performs as well as the Spectrum or the Villainator, the Spectrum's a flywheel blaster, not quite the perfect comparison, but if it compares as well as the Villainator for speed, then this is quite a fun thing to have on the battlefield. Let's get this belt installed. Okay, it took me a couple tries, but we started in like this, close that lever, and now as we pump through, once we hit, maybe not, I was going to say once we hit that 4th one, I'm definitely not in whatever groove I need to be in. Alright, I have that seated properly now. So, 2, 3, 4. I do not have that seated properly now. Before I load the belt and get going, let's fill up this ammo belt. Alright, so we have this all filled up. This holds 48. The blaster came with 100 rounds at a time where Nerf is only giving you 80% of the rounds you need to fill up a Hyper Blaster. It's really, really cool to get double capacity. And this whole blaster, you're getting so much ammo. You're getting a cool pump action that, I'll get one of the kids to try it, but it feels pretty easy to prime. And being pump action, it's easier for them to get a grip on it too. They're getting a lot of toy for $29.97 from Walmart. that is very inexpensive. I mean, yeah, the look of it is kind of neat. It would be really cool to paint. It has a little bit of a cheaper feeling to it if I'm just kind of holding on to it and, you know, looking at the thickness of the plastic and everything, but still a lot of toy for the money. Let's load it up and see how it works. We flip up that to load it. I tried this before and didn't have a lot of success. Let's see if I can figure this out right off the bat. Has a couple guide wheels here. I assume I want to line it up like this. It's definitely a little awkward to load. Nope. I know that I was saying how this is a lot of toy for a kid. I totally recommend this blaster, but something like this belt with all these little pieces that could easily break does not feel like something I would instinctually give a kid. I'm a big fan for blasters for kids of just front loading the darts, no clips, not even internal clips, just, you know, that's why I like the strong arm and the disruptor so much. This feels like something if I gave it to the kids it would end up getting broken, but this is still cool. And you know what, maybe I'm completely wrong. We'll try it out and we'll see how they like it. For now, let's talk about performance. I'll just do my first impression first. We have a misfire of some sort. And it's not advancing. Okay. Let's see where we went wrong here. Heard a lot of good things about this one, so this is interesting. I'm going to myself manually put this belt forward one to just see if I'm even doing it right. Oh, that advanced not when I expected. Okay, maybe this is user error. I'm not having a very easy time getting this to feed. It advanced when I didn't think it would. I'm gonna load this back up and see if this was just user error on my part. Which, you know, I'm no stranger to using dart blasters at this point. So I feel like, again, if I'm having a bit of trouble, definitely feels like something that a kid would have a really hard time operating by themselves. So let's try this again. I'm just going to, for argument's sake, load this kind of somewhere in the middle so it's a bit more balanced weight-wise. I'm pretty sure I have that. I'm going to do a thing I never do. Is there instructions here? Chamber, let's see. Connect the ends. Oh, connect the ends to form a loop. I didn't do that. Okay. Maybe that'll help. All right, you know what? Let's put this in a loop. I'm sure there are people watching this going, this guy didn't know that this thing shot in a loop? Gee. All right. I really don't want to break this either. Yeah, that stressed that plastic quite a bit, just doing that, which I don't like. But anyway, all right. So that explains the balance thing. Now I'm not worrying about one piece hanging out. Let's see. All right, it advanced after 4, but I don't know if I maybe have a defective TetraShot here. This is not working at all. And when I am firing, I'm not getting very good performance either. This certainly seems like this belt wouldn't matter which way it's on. It looks the same either way. I really don't want to take it apart again because I don't want to destroy the links. I'm going to go ahead and say that this doesn't work. So interesting. This is, I guess this is the fun of unboxing something. It's not totally fair to the TetraShot. I have seen some good things. I don't think it's user error on my part at this point. So I'm going to maybe initiate a return or an exchange. And if I get another one, I'll let you know what I think. So I guess until next time, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'm definitely disappointed because I'm a big Adventure Force fan. And even when I'm firing these, they're not going, over a span of 25 feet. They're dipping quite a bit. I'm not even going to bother kind of showing what that looks like. It's just not, I think at this point we have a bigger problem. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, hey, I'm back. I don't want to pile on at this point, but I went outside just to get a goofy little picture of Bessie looking disapprovingly at this non-functional TetraShot. And I swung my arm down, not thinking like I normally would with a Nerf blaster, and the whole belt just fell off on either side. So again, man, I couldn't recommend that for a kid at all. I just feel like the shells would be broken in no time. They don't clip together very well. So between that and it not cycling through the 4 rounds at all in the shell and not racking the shell forward when it should, I think I'll just do a return and maybe just call this one a miss, which is too bad. I'm going to make sure that I do a little bit of a talk on the Spectrum and the Villainator and some of the other awesome Adventure Force stuff because, yeah, it just makes me sad. Anyway, thanks.